So now we are going to go over of how to create Canva thumbnails really fast for YouTube. So you can put them in your thumbnails in your videos. They're really fast, they're really quick. Once you get used to it, it's just a really quick process, and your thumbnails are done. And or you can create multiples in like really short amount of time. So all right, let's make some thumbnails. Once you're signed in into your account, this is going to be your main menu. This is going to be your dashboard right here. On the left hand side, you have your home, templates, projects, brand, content planner, discovery apps, smart mockups, and then everything else in Canva that you can work with. These are all things that I've actually worked with in the past, but what we are going to do is we are going to go into templates, and in templates I'm going to choose a YouTube thumbnails. I'm going to select YouTube thumbnails, and these are all the thumbnails that I can work with at this moment in time. But right now I'm not going to select these. I'm going to select a create a new blank one. Now I'm going to bring one of these in here. So we have gaming, love. Each one of them, if you was to select gaming, then it will give gaming. These are all the ones that you have with gaming, and you can also select different types of categories in gamings. Gamer, YouTube. Now for mine, it is going to be a how-to. So I'm going to choose a, let's say let's see a YouTube thumbnail how-to. Okay, there we go. You know what? I like this one, and I'm going to select this one. Now, once you create you have your thumbnail, if you was to select the letters, you can change the type of letters right here, the sizing on it. You can change the color. You can also create, so if you was to double click it, select all the letters, and or if you was just select it, okay, wherever you want in here, you can change it. Select the whole entire thing, but of course by double clicking it. Also, you can put effects on your letters. So on the top menu here, on the effects, you can put a shadow on it if you don't want that. If you don't like anything that you did, you can just go right here and you can go back, or Control Z. Now letters right here, you can go into effects, and you can have some type of animation if you want. Here we go. So the effects, and then over here on the top next to effects it says animate, and we can animate the letters. Okay, if you don't want it, just remove the animation, keep it the way that it is. You can change the colors in the background. You will select which one you want to work with, select it, and then here on the color background you can just change it. Now you can leave this image, as you can see the image is right behind the orange right here. So if you was to select your image on the positioning, you can move forward. Okay, let's select it again, move forward. There you go. Now it's in front of all the letters. But if you don't like it, you can remove it, and you can go here into your uploads and see what one of your images is. And let's see, let's look for one of my images. I'm going to put this image right here. I'm going to resize. No, stop. I take this image, I'm going to resize it, but I need to remove the background. So on the background, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit image. I'm going to select the BG removal, which is the background remover. I'm going to select it, and then it's going to remove my background. Once it removes my background, then I can resize it again if I want to. And then over here, and then let me see, I can make myself a glow also. So let's apply this. See where it says shadow? So under image, edit image, and then on the shadows, I can choose a glow. It is always going to come out black. But if I select the glow again, I can change the back to a white. I can change the transparency, okay, to be a little bit more solid so you can see it, size it, and then blur it if you want to. Now we have an outline just like they have on his other thumbnails that you see online. Now once you apply it, boom, it's set, it's right in there. How to create Canva thumbnails really fast. If you don't like, let's say the subscribe that you have at the bottom here, you would select it. All right, you can delete it, and or you can just go right here into elements, and on elements you can just type here subscribe, and after you type subscribe, it's gonna bring up all these other ones that you can actually use on the graphics. See all. So let's just do a see all. Choose which one you want, and you can change it into something else. So let's do this one right here, and I can just put it right there. I'm gonna take this one, hit the garbage thing, okay, and you can resize it by grabbing on the edges. And if you want to put anything more on the outside, you would just basically just go in here, arrow frames, YouTube, you know, anything from YouTube and stuff, and or let's just say you want this graphic, I can put this graphic right here. All right, again, see how it's behind everything else. Let's position, let's move it forward, and then there we go. Let's resize it. Okay, everybody knows how to spell thumbnail, so I don't care if I'm covering it up. Okay, so now once you have achieved and you have everything all set up, let's say you want to put a little bit more graphics. See how you have a Canva right here? So I'm gonna get rid of this Canva, okay, and I'm going to separate it a little bit, and I'm gonna change the Canva, and I'm gonna put another type of Canva so people know what I'm talking about. So let's write it right here, Canva. Here is my canvas. I'm gonna take, I like this one, and I'm just gonna resize it, and I'm gonna put it how to create Canva. I'm gonna move this thumbnail down to the bottom, and I'm just gonna resize it, put it there. This way everybody knows that I'm talking about how to create Canva thumbnails really fast. And all right, now remember that you can always make another one. So you can add a page, you can duplicate this one, and you can change it instead of changing this one. But if you like this one and you want to create another one, you can duplicate this image, duplicate it, and or you can just add another page right here, and then you can choose a different type of thumbnail, and we can go with that one, and we can edit it the same way that we did this one. Now there is this really cool feature that I kind of like a little bit. So see, if I was to duplicate this image right here, then I would just choose one of these thumbnails and I would drag it over, and it will change the wording. So I can create multiple. So let's say if I have, okay, so let's say I wanted to create multiple and I want to make it a lot easier. I can just, let's just duplicate this image a couple of times, and I will just drag one in here, and then it will change the letters on it. It is not perfect, but it is something you can work with. See, it changed the wording on it. If all the letters fit, then they will go in there. Let me see, let me choose one right here. Let's see if this one works. See? And I can create a whole bunch of them really fast, and all I have to do is just change my images. And that's how you create thumbnails with Canva really fast. It is just a quick process. Once you get used to it, it is just a matter of, you can create thumbnails in a matter of like 30 seconds to a minute. You can create a whole bunch of them. There's a link at the bottom. Get the free version, don't get the paid one. If you like it, then pay for it. If you're a content creator, this is the best way to do it, because once you use it, it is just one of those things that you just never go back. You always need it. You're always going in there. All right, so all right, go get it. Click. All right, and get it.